Hi, I'm Fleur and tonight we're going to do a summer cocktail themed class. We're not just going to make one, we're going to have a little baby one as well. So I just thought it's another way of showing you how to do arrangements to dress the house if you're having a party or just a couple of guests and you want to just make a bit more of an effort. So I ordered in round green Oasis. For those of you that have been before, I know that you know that we usually use brown Oasis, which is biodegradable, but because I want this to look nice through the glass, we went with the green just for today. So I've brought some lime sisal, and we've also got Medellino sticks and flexigrass, which can make our arrangement look twice as big as it actually is, because this is going to add some more 3D dimension. So the round Oasis fits perfectly, but there's still a little space here. So what I'm going to do is take the sisal and just thin it out, because you don't want it too thick, because it's not, otherwise the Oasis won't fit into the glass. Okay, we can still see the dark green, but it looks more decorative like that. And then you just push it in, and then it'll ride up. So you just get like a pen and push it down, or leave it where it is, whatever you want is fine. It's kind of more on this side, isn't it? So I'm just gonna tightly bind that in, and there. So that looks a bit better now. I could do with some scissors, Emma. Right, I'll just introduce you to the flowers that we're going to use today. So shout out if you know what they are. Thank you. Alströmera lilies. They're in a lovely deep purple colour. Everything that we've got in is fresh today. So it's either come from our Floral Smart delivery or our Lakes and Rivers supplier, and that's a local grower in Halewood, so we like to promote him as well. So the Alstro, as I say, it's all tight in bud. The reason we've got everything tight in bud, because I want you to enjoy the flowers opening and seeing the stages as they come on and grow. Then we've either got a Naomi rose or an orange rose. We just thought we'd mix it up a little bit. So your workstations are all set up ready, apart from the 3 in the shop. So wherever you end up, see what you've got. It's a mixed goodie bag. This is called Brodia. I've kind of taken the tightest one. This opens like a little harebell, and it's in a lilac-y blue colour. And I just thought it's a lovely flexible one, and we can go really nice and tall with this. Also, anyone know what this is? This is a stilby, and this is grown here in gardens as well, and it's got a lovely texture of feather to it, and I thought we should have feathers in our cocktails. Okay, then for some more height, from our Lakes and Rivers grower, we've got larkspur in like a soft lilac colour. John, I'm embarrassed, I don't know what this is called.
It's called
Clary sage.
Clary.
Sage clary. And we thought this was quite funky because the flower is like the continuation of the leaf, isn't it? It's just the colour of the leaf. And I love the way it sort of spaces out itself. It's like stepped almost.
It actually starts to colour at the bottom and works its way up to the top.
The colour starts at the bottom?
Yeah, and then you get your flower at the bottom, your leaf.
The top.
The top, yeah.
It's gorgeous, I love it. That's a new one for me today. Then, do we know what these are? Yeah. Do you know what the variety is?
No.
Firecracker.
Oh yeah, that makes
Perfect.
sense.
For a bit of pizzazz.
They do look a bit like a firecracker.
They do, don't they? They're going to add a little something to our cocktail. And the last flower is Queen Anne lace, which has got like an umbrella. So I thought, well, we've got to have an umbrella with our cocktail, haven't we? So everything is natural. It's because I've based the theme on the cocktail idea. I was picturing, well, what's a cocktail going to look like, but in flowers, so doing our flower version. So we've got our umbrellas, we've got our straws, we've got height going on there, you know, those like sort of foil sticks that go into cocktails almost. So this is going to be quite fun. And then just the last two things I've got, which I'm probably not going to use a lot of, to be honest with you, is Floral, which is kind of a really thick, lovely leaf to work with, lasts for ages, and aspidistra. Okay, so I'm just going to prepare the small glass by actually wedging, so I want the sisal to hold that, and it will in place there, and we can spill over as well, it's fine. So that's just gonna sit there and wait patiently for me to finish its mum. Okay. So we've got a little lip. This is important because everything can come over. If the Oasis sat too low, everything would be of the impression of it all standing straight and we'd have no flow. So I'm going to cut sharp slant. You need a good length on the end of your stem to come into the Oasis, and that's the start of my sort of as wide as I'm going to get with the foliages. So we'll do that both sides. Just, it's a natural product, so just wipe them clean if you need to. And then this is the front. Okay. So we've got our larkspur, and because it's nice and tall, I'm going to keep it nice tall as well for the back. And it's kind of bowing over, so I've just moved it fractionally that way so it sits nice there. Then we'll use the Brodia. So when this pops the colour, it's going to be lovely. So because this is nice and tall as well, I'm just going to stick it over there, just like that. So I'm going to save those for my baby cocktail, and maybe a Queen Anne lace. Because on the stem you get 2 or 3 really lovely big heads, so that'll be enough for us. So again with the astilbe, it's nice and tall, but I want to start coming down, so we'll cut slant and just in front in between, and now we need to be coming over here, so we'll use our sage Clancy in here, and I'm going to group them together because we've only got 2. I'll just have to turn that round, just, yeah, that's it. Then the focal is going to be the rose. So every rose comes in the stage with the weather petals. So if you buy some roses and you've got this crinkled weather petal with like a streak of green, that's called a weather petal. That's the petal that protects it while it's in bud. So we leave them on because they hold the roses back, but for when we're sending them out in arrangements or bouquets, we just dress the rose by taking off those tatty petals. Be careful of the thorns as well. Cut on the slant, and then this is going to be the vocal in there. Right, gerbras. For those of you that haven't been to a class of mine before, we wire our gerbras. Okay, this looks really tricky, but it's not too bad. If you're struggling, Emma and I are around too. So you get your wire, you push it to the neck, and then you twist it ever so slack, and that's going to hold it up. Gerbras have a tendency, if they haven't had a good drink or there's something in the stem that's blocking the water uptake, they go over. So this will keep it nice and straight for us. They've also had the conditioning today with the tablets in the special water that we call Viagra for gerbra. So they should behave themselves. Okay, so again, I'm just going to have to turn this so I can just see where I'm going. So just lower, and then, okay, so pop them in the bin. Now I've got my Alstro. Alstro's gorgeous and it lasts for ages, but the foliage on it kind of lets it down. So I'd always advise you to take away the main of the leaves because they kind of start going yellow, and even sometimes when the Alstro hasn't even opened, this will happen, which is a shame, but I prefer to see it looking nice in my arrangement than starting to look tatty. So I'm just gonna, I think this is always a good tip for you as well. If you're not sure how long you want it leaving, take it to your arrangement, stand back, hold it to your arrangement. I want it about so big, and then you can't go wrong. I always say, if in doubt, leave extra length. You can always take away, you can't add. Because we've got a little one, if you do make a mistake, we can use the little bits in that, so don't stress too much. And then these lovely strong bud stems can come into their own down here as a group. Okay, so just in here and in here. So the last flower to come in is my Queen Anne lace, which is my umbrella. So we'll have a pop there and a pop there as well. Now that 3D dimension that I was telling you about is about to come into play because I've got Flexigrass, which you can twist, bend, tie in a knot, whatever, and position it in. Just get the two raw ends, just play with it, see what you fancy. I've made my cocktail front facing, so that's great if you're going to put it on a mantelpiece or against a wall. But if you're thinking you're going to actually put it in the middle of your table, save some of your flowers for around here. You've got your greenery as well, so you can actually fill in with that too. I've not gone mad with the greenery, but you know, if you want it all around, use it up. And then I'll just have one at the front where I love this stuff. I mean, it's called Flexigrass, you know, because of what it does really. So then that's like your twists and turns. You'll have to name your cocktails as well. What's your favourite cocktails? Anyone got one? Mine's always got to have vodka in it.
Sex on the beach.
Sex on the beach.
Rosemary Riviera.
Rosemary Riviera. I love rosemary as well.
Go to the cozy club in town and get that.
Okay. Oh, I've just broken. But that's alright because that's my straw. Okay? It doesn't matter. Make it work. These accidents kind of happen on purpose, I think. And they make you think, well, actually, I can use that, but, you know, what am I going to do with it? Oh, I know. We'll have some short ones in as well. So I'll break some more. And we'll just have a little group. Just in there. Okay. So that's what the big one ready to go. All I would say to you is, because I'm rushing, because I want you to have a bit more time, I would block that Oasis in with some more foliage, and also leave a little space so that later on, as your Oasis starts to dry, you can carry on watering it to keep it fresh as long as possible. This is all soaked in flower food water as well, which also helps prolong life and makes your flowers last. So we're going for our baby Chino, whatever. So what have I got? Oh yeah. So because my gerber is going to be quite short in this arrangement, I'm not going to worry too much about wiring it. So I'm going to keep about that much length. The umbrella's got to come over. I've decided it's got to do the same. It's like the baby version of this. So the alstroemeria can be cut down, and we'll leave a little bit of length on them. Just take them right down so it kind of neatens it off, and we'll just have that as a taller bit there. Then the little ones in front. Even shorter again. Sizel's great because it's covered all that Oasis. So in fact, you really don't need much greenery at all. Then I've got my umbrella. That's better. And a straw. And we'll start playing with knots on the medallinos. Okay. It's the fridge kicking in. That'll be fine. So there are my cocktail designs. Okay. So, over to you. Think about front facing or all round, and what did you do first? I've soaked the Oasis ready for you. You're going to wrap it in sisal and then get creative.